Okay, so now let's start a braid. First, just watch. 3 strands, cinch up, move out of the way, gather in, get back down there, switch hands, and notice I'm using my hands and cinching up and holding the strands differently. And then I pinch, move out of the way, gather up here, and then I'm using this hand like an extra finger to kind of hold the hair aside and flopping this back over. All right, again, one of the tricks is that you often switch hands and cinch up. All right, so now it's just repeating the same thing over and over. So notice how I've got my finger between these 2 strands here. So I like to just twist like that. And that's the bulk of the braiding. Then I take this finger and poke it underneath to hold. All right, then I say, hey, get out of the way, you. And I grab some extra hair and add it to that same strand. Then I put the hair back down. Now it's time to move the hair over. And on this side again, I'm just going to twist so that the outside goes under. And then I've got this middle piece here, so I put my finger over it and pinch. And I say, move out of the way, hair. And I grab this up. Make sure as you go that first you grab and then you kind of smooth it out with the tension. And flip that back over. And then as I'm grabbing, I notice that I'm grabbing each part a little separately and cinching up as I go. Cinch and pinch. And again here, I'm going to twist under, grab, flip, add, flip, grab, grab, pinch, twist, grab, flip, grab, untangling as I go. Making sure that I get it tight. And then unflip. Grab. Flip. Get out of the way, you. Ouch. The person screams in pain. No. So this is something I see a lot of people doing. They're like, I gotta pull this so tight. You don't necessarily need to pull it so tight. You need to gather it loosely and then kind of cinch it up by doing a little slide here. And then when you pull this back down, then you cinch everything again. All right? So, see, if I just left this alone, it would be really bumpy. But if I just kind of go over it a couple times like that, it smooths it out. Ooh, getting all tangly here. Happens sometimes, that's okay. Now sometimes you go all the way down with these. Sometimes you would only do part and then put it together. But this is all about tension. Just getting the right tightness to hold it together. Here, let me do one with poor tension. Okay, so I'm not doing anything to tension that. And I flop this over. And I'm just did my flip. And I won't tension this at all. See, normally I would tug on this right now, but I'm not going to do it. And you see how loose it is? Which can be nice too, but it doesn't stay in quite so well. So again, if you want to use tension, then you need to put the hair in, run your hands over it again, and then you cinch when you pull that over, you cinch when you pull that up, you cinch when you pull on that one, and oh, this one's trying to get away, so I pull up on that and There, now it is tight again. Again, pull it tight, try to rub out those extras. Cinch it up as you go, twist. Make sure you can still see here. Here we go. Right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to grab my finger around behind to get a hold of it and pinch it in like this. And then again, this side is doing a twist. And then this finger grabs it. Then I cinch it up, cinch, and then this, oh no, she broke her nose, poor girl. And then you turn this over, flip it out of the way. Oh, she's almost done. I'll go ahead and put that all together. And again, you could leave this tighter or looser depending on things. Look at this. You can see that this part is a little bit loose. So I could just pinch everything and just cinch that one part in order to fix that. I see this one is a little bit loose, so I could pull on this. So follow back to what it came from. All right, so again, twist, comb, re-grab. My re-grab is different at this point, isn't it? So I kind of scissor grab it and then reach under to take a hold of this, but you see how this finger still separates it? And then pinch, twist under, grab this part, flip that out of the way, but then I cinch it up and I grab underneath to get this part ready and pinch it while I do the other part. Okay, coming along nicely. Too bad about your poor nose. No running away. All right, now at this point, you start to notice that some of the strands are really big and some of them are much smaller. So like I've got this big fat one here and this medium, this is small, and these two are both really small. So when I start to put them together, I want to look for combinations that will make three pieces about the same size. So I'm going to combine this small one with this medium one. They're both on the left-hand side, and I'm going to grab them both and make them one. At that same time, I'm going to take this medium one, this center one and this center one, and make them one. So instead of going 5 now, I'm going to do a 3-strand. So I'll take my one that was in the back here and put it around. And then on this side, I'll put this around. And now I'm just doing a 3-strand braid the same way. If you're fairly new to 3-strand braids, again, just watch carefully. You're just putting the outside underneath to the middle, and then switch, and outside underneath to the middle, and then keep going back and forth until you get close to the end. Now, when you're that close to the end, you may notice, oh my goodness, I still have one teeny tiny piece, one great big and one other. It is also possible to move some hairs from one to another. So like this big one, I'm going to cut it in half and combine it with that middle one, and then keep braiding. Now, I've got to be careful that there's going to be a bump there, right? It looks too bumpy. See, it's that big bump. So I might go back and try again, but at the beginning, don't just keep trying and trying until everything is messed up. Be satisfied with a little improvement each time. Let's see. That one doesn't want to do it. Not gonna follow my directions. So I think I will try pinching it to keep it from bunching up while I am working it over. Yes, that helped. And instead of adding all of the hair at once to the extra part that I needed, I only did part of it. So now I'm going to siphon off a little bit more to add to that part. and then keep going until I'm done. Oh, again, this one was not quite as successful, but that's just the way it goes. So that is an example of how to take and do a 5-strand Dutch braid and transition it down into a 3-strand braid. You'll notice that in comparison to the other 5-strand Dutch braid, the new one starts much higher on the head, so that's a great anchor for veil pins or things like that. And the other one is much looser, but then you get, a different environment around the face as well. And then you are ready to either pin it up or not, as you wish. And I hope that you enjoyed this video and ask me if you have questions. Thanks. Bye.